Sometimes it's really difficult to keep a track of where our time goes. And so you might remember a video that I did recently where it breaks the day down into 15-minute slots, so you can easily monitor exactly where you spend your time and then compare to where you really want to spend it. Now that's great if you can do that on a regular basis and you've always got that spreadsheet to hand. But somebody did mention to me, so well, how can I do this if I don't easily have that to hand, if I forget what's going on? How can we split the day into easily memorable segments so you can then make those conscious decisions? And that's what we're going to do today. Now you may well hear that in the background there's a lot of activity going on today. People are getting their gardens ready for the winter, but most of all the weather is about to close in. You can see behind me Cornwall is glorious today, but tomorrow it's going to be heavy rain, winds, we're going to have a cracking storm coming in, and so people are cramming everything in that they can now before that weather changes. Now that's great, we know what's coming ahead of us, but how do we make those conscious decisions day in, day out? If you take all the hours in the week, take out those when you're probably going to be sleeping, you're left with around 14 hours a day. Multiply that over a week is 100, gives us that percentage again. Remember that? We can calculate the percentage from our time. By breaking it down into 100 hours or 100%, you can then consciously be aware of where that time goes. Recently I sat down with a client talking about this, where their time really goes, because like most of us it just seems to disappear. And I asked them to reflect on that percentage, where it's really going. How are they really best using the time? And he came to the sudden realisation that maybe instead of spending time perhaps on social media or in front of the television, he could spend more time working for a charity that he gets involved with in the Newquay area to help people who struggle with their mental health. And what a great exchange to make there. Not only is he now aware of where the time goes, but he also feels better within himself that he's making the most of his days, the most of his time, and also helping others. If you found the other video where you have to chart down through the day, the quarter of an hour slots, if you found that a bit overwhelming, well, this is an alternative to that. Just keep it in your mind. Every hour, it's 1%. Simple as that. So as you go through the day, whatever you're doing, if you're resenting doing something, just think, well, am I happy doing this? Is this best use to me? Does it make me feel good? Does it help me move forward? And I would guess that after a week of doing this, you'll suddenly be much more aware of where your time goes, how you're really using it, and it's so simple. 1 hour, it's 1%.